Howdy, friends and family. So I'm Lori Shumlak, and I will be making some short little devotionals this summer, along with a couple other staff at Christ Memorial Lutheran Church. And we're going to be talking all summer long about knowing God and getting to know Him better. A lot of aspects, names, different things, so we can get to know Him better. And this week, we're going to start out by talking about why we should know Him. Because when you're studying something, you usually want to say, why do you do it? Why am I going to college? To get a better job. Why are we going to study God? We're going to look at that this week. And today, I'm specifically going to be talking about the benefits of knowing God. So I'm talking about two different benefits today. And the first one is that when we know God, we gain the ability to stand. And by that, I mean we get to have a stronger and firmer faith in Him. So in regards to this, Daniel 11:32 says, "With flattery he will corrupt those who have violated the covenant, but the people who know their God will firmly resist him." So after Daniel in the lion's den and after the big fiery furnace with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel has these visions similar to the visions that John gets in Revelation. And so here he's having a vision where he's seeing these two kings from two different kingdoms fight back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And eventually one of the kings decides that he's going to attack God's people. It even says that he will be set against the Holy Covenant. So he has really just set himself in opposition to God. And a lot of people are deciding to fall away. They are deciding that it's not worth it to follow God. But verse 32 tells us that the people who know God will firmly resist him. So the people who know God will have that strong faith that they aren't going to abandon. So when we know God, we have a firm faith in Him. We have a stronger faith in Him. The second benefit that we get from knowing God is from Proverbs chapter 9. And here we learn that when we know God, we gain understanding. Proverbs 9:10 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." This whole chapter is talking about what happens when we gain wisdom, how we gain wisdom. And so this part is saying we start to get wisdom when we fear God. And this is a reverence, not a terror or, I don't know, I'm so scared. It's a reverence for Him, knowing that He's powerful. And how do we know He's powerful if we don't know Him? So we need to know Him to have that reverence. And then it says the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. So knowing God leads to that understanding of who God is, understanding of God's power and His might. But it also leads to an understanding of who we are and who the people around us are in relation to God. What's our purpose here? Knowing God can help us know that. And so this summer, we're going to be studying God so that we can get that firm faith, that firm foundation in Him, and so that we can also understand who God is and understand who we are in Him and who the people around us are in Him. So remember that this week. Remember that we have that firm foundation when we know God. Remember that when we know God, we begin to understand the things around us. And if you want to, you can go ahead and start thinking through, what do you know about God? What knowledge do you already have about who He is? And what does that mean for you? What understanding do you gain from that? And Proverbs 9:10 is a great verse to memorize. If you want to lock that one away and work on that as a memory verse this week, that's great. So I'll see y'all later.